This house cost me £60,000. 8 months ago, I bought this house. Today, I have £60,000 invested and it makes me £3,250 a month. I also increased its value by £250,000. It was a relatively simple project and there are loads others like it. I found this one on Rightmove, but there are loads others on Zoopla, On the Market, all the generic property searching aggregate websites. The property was a repossession and that came with its own problems. Basically, no bank wanted to fund it. To make the funding work, I had to use the actual bank that repossessed the property. They're the same bank that are funding the bridging loan and also the same bank that I've refinanced with. After all this is done, it won't be an issue to remortgage, but just to get through that whole process, it was a lot easier just to use the same bank. Did a massive strip out. Whilst doing the strip out, I got planning permission for the loft. Because I'm building away from the party wall, I don't actually need approval, but I still got letters from my neighbours who appointed party wall surveyors, so I had to respond to them. This was quite an easy process. They wrote me letters, I explained what I was doing, responded, case closed, no more party wall or neighbour dramas. Then I started building. I had a couple of run-ins with building control. They didn't like the insulation, they didn't like my front door, they didn't like my internal doors, they didn't like my fire safety strategy. Big problem I had was I have these beautiful internal doors. They're made out of walnut, the same ones I've used on another project. But they don't have FD20 or FD30 stickers on them. Building control needs to see those stickers, which is very annoying because I bought them at auction. But we all know they are FD30 doors. They're solid. The manufacturer says they are FD30s, but because they don't have the sticker, building control couldn't verify, ended up having to put a mains interlinked smoke detection and heat detection system in. That came with its own problems. Now, I absolutely hate doing interior design. I haven't got the eye for it. I can't see the vision, but I do think this one turned out beautifully. I have to thank Pinterest for this. I just took a load of ideas from Pinterest, stuck it in the flat. Victorian style, it all worked together. Beautiful wall panelling. Everybody loves the Victorian floor in the entrance. And I've got this beautiful cream entrance carpet that goes up the stairs, the stair runner. Yeah, I think that looks really good. After all the drama with the funding, the setup was relatively simple. I put in about £100,000 on day one for the purchase. The bank put in £235,000 for the bridge, and that was enough to purchase it. I then had to fund the renovation. That was partly my own cash, some delayed payments with the builder, which he was fine with, and I borrowed a little bit of money from a friend. Refinance, relatively simple. Once the project was finished, I switched out to a normal buy-to-let residential mortgage, 75% loan to value, allowed me to take out almost all of the money that I put in, except for about £60,000, which is now kind of stuck in the property. Value increased from £325,000 all the way to £575,000. It's now a 4-bed, 3-bath. Now all the money's out, I can buy something else. And I'll tell you more about that next time, and that is Project Hairdresser.